Knun's assertion about dog culture is completely incorrect. However, he was partly right. First, let's read something about being rational. This helps to solve problems by allowing individuals to make decisions based on logic and evidence. That means clearer and more effective solutions. Rationality is important for reaching goals and addressing challenges. What would be the opposite, though, of being rational? What would be like the reverse of being rational? That would be emotional. Both love and hate are emotional responses that are linked to the brain's reward system. So that's where you get those strong feelings from. When you go to a dog hating channel and they're upset about dog culture, you're getting a reward. You're getting a reward for that. Like it says here, it activates the reward circuit. Dog owners, they're very emotional about their dogs. They get a lot of little quick rewards in their dog ownership. Even though they hate many things that happen with their dogs, they still get the reward circuit from their dog with the quick hits of dopamine throughout the day. So both love and hate can have addictive behaviors, and both of them are not necessarily great ways of solving problems, especially when you love something that you hate. When you really don't love it, you just keep it in your life and keep putting effort into it, like dog owners. So now we're back at the Knone position statement. He says he will not budge. He won't budge on this position. I mean, right off, that's kind of like a narcissist way to think about things. You got to be open minded if you're going to be problem solving. But he says that dog hate needs to be normalized in order to counter the way that they are enamored and worshiped. As it says, worshipped here. Down here, he says enamored. He's making the point here that we have to reverse or do the opposite of dog love, and he's saying that that is hate. Knone, you're completely wrong. Either you're doing this on purpose because your channel runs on dog hate, or I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You haven't studied the fact that dog owners are actually addicted to a love-hate relationship. And hate, just like love, are both emotional responses. So you're just trying to use the same type of logic that dog culture uses. You're using hate as your emotional response against what you think is love in the dog culture, but it's not. It's actually an addiction to hating something. Dog owners actually don't love their dogs. They just love to hate their dogs. So injecting more hate into the situation isn't even going to work. But this thesis from Knone that we need to do the opposite, well, he's actually partly right. We do need to do the opposite. But the opposite is not hate. Hate is just another emotional response. So then, what is the opposite? There it is, right there. Being rational, not emotional. All of the dog hate that we have is largely just emotional. That's fine. I'm not saying we need to suppress our emotions in any way, but we need to be rational. And so when Knone says we need to do the opposite, yeah, we do, but not the way that he says it. We need to do the opposite of dog culture and be rational. Be rational about this. What is a better thing to have in our life? A dog or a human? A human can do a lot more for us. So we need to make human connection. We need to make the love of humans come back. And focusing on hating dogs is emotional and irrational. Therefore, Knone, you are wrong. But you're partly right. So tell me then, Knone, are you going to adopt something more rational? And at least agree that I do have a valid point here? Let's see how it goes. See you guys later.